seconds.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore, your morning dose of creative conversation and coffee with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, Facebook famous YouTuber, and former mortician's assistant. Get ready to start your day off right.
And there I am, just making sure I'm here. Anyway, I'm writing myself a note to look at the correct clock next time, one that's not running down. And anyway, thank you for your indulgence, everyone. Hope you're having a great hump day so far. It's free. It's not free, but it's new comic book day. And hopefully you're looking forward to a great middle of the week. Anyway, I'm Brian K. Morris. This is Nevermind the Furthermore. Hope you're having a great one so far and hope to have a better one as we go along. And we want to say that we are grateful, as always, to Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. When you write a great book, you don't want any part of the chain that goes from idea to bookshelf to be a bad one. And there are bad covers out there. There are covers that just don't even try to sell the great words that are inside. But Plasma Fire Graphics has an idea. Hire them, and they can create some incredible graphics for you that will lure people to want to pick up your book and actually take it home and adopt it and love it as if it were their very own. And it will be. But anyway, check out what Jeffrey Hayes can do. Go to his Facebook page, go to plasmafiregraphics.com, where you can contact him directly and get his rate card. He is very, very affordable and very, very awesome. So check it out. It's Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. Yeah, you, right there, you. Because it matters to your readers. End of statement. Anyway, we are a proud part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Please check us out. We've got stuff happening every day of the week. The Truthmongers is taking a couple weeks off due to some necessary travels for Ted and Chris Davies, and they will be back towards the end of the month. So today I am it. But you can also watch reruns of our great shows, whether it's Stupid O'Clock, the Last Man Standing, Drinking with the Davies, Tidbits and Scribbles, or check out the morning motivationals from Michaela Jade. A great way to get you roused up in the morning and make you hungry to start succeeding. So check her out. Check out all the great programs. Friday nights, the Historical Fencing Guild. We've got a whole bunch of good stuff here you definitely want to check out. And thank you to everyone on the network for allowing me to have a self-care day last night. We did not have an episode of Clever Title pending, but next week we're going to make it up to you. We're going to have Rebecca Westerman. She is a very, very talented writer and editor, and she does some ghost writing on the side. And if you've ever wondered what that's about, I don't mean that she hires dead people to write her stories or that she's dead. She's very much alive, I'm glad to say. But please check out what she does. We'll have her on the show Tuesday night. And then the week after that will be Stuart Sager, who is a very, very talented artist. He's done comics for a long, long time. He's currently doing the covers to the Kiss comics from IDW, a couple of which I think are coming out today. And if you've ever been in Hobby Lobby and seen some very, very vibrant artwork, that is Stuart. He is an incredible talent. He's a really nice guy. And he'll be on the 21st. And then on the 28th, we're going to have a panel, how to raise your creative profile, how you can get your voice heard among all the din. So please tune in for that. We've got some great shows coming up on Clever Tile Penning. Plus, we are starting a brand new show, BK Minutes, starting October 1st, and we think you'll like that. That's it. And Michaela's motivational moments will be a great way to start your day. And let's see, what else have we got here? Oh, we've also got these wonderful people who are my patrons. Patreon, who guides them and guides us all, is a monthly subscription service where you can directly support your favorite creators. And these people also have their own Patreon pages, so please check them out. Now, when you send somebody a little money on Patreon, it can be as low as $1. It can be as high as however much you want to give. And the nice thing is you can get benefits from it. We're like your friends with benefits, but except I provide a blog and peeks at my works in progress, and I'm going to get back to it this week. We've had some assignments come up and some lucrative ones, and we are eager to get back to our patrons because we love them so. And if you would like to see what I'm offering in exchange for your support, please check me out at www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. And don't forget, tomorrow night will be Comic Book Spectrum with myself, Eric S. Hawkins, Clyde Hall, and Brian Rodman. We're going to review the latest comics and also talk about the industry as it stands right now. It is really a cool show. A lot of people like it, and it's really growing in popularity, we're glad to say. So if you like a positive spin on the comic book industry, we are it. We kvetch a little, but we do it with fun and with good humor. So please check us out tomorrow night. And speaking of fun and good humor, let's talk to you people. Amuse me with your comments. Fill this hall with your brilliance, as Professor Kingsfield used to say. And first in the gate is Comic Talk of Pops Van Zandt. Good never morning. It is a good day to be a comic promoter and a good day to be alive. That you got right, Pops Van Zandt. Hope you're having a great day so far. Looking forward to seeing what all you got. Check out his networks, too, on YouTube. Please subscribe to them. By the way, a little reminder, we still have the YouTube challenge. How much do you want to see me suffer? We put that up yesterday. It was like, how many of you would like to see me suffer? And I got a burst of subscribers. Thanks a lot, people. Anyway, what's happening is I am looking to increase my YouTube platform, and part of that means more subscribers. We are less than 500 away from my goal, which is 1,100, not just 1,000, but 1,100. We would appreciate your support. Now, the thing is, I will reward you that after that, I'm thinking that Friday, after Halloween, I will do a 12-hour Nevermind the Furthermore. But the thing is, I need 1,100 subscribers by the end of Halloween night. So when I wake up November 1st and I've got 1,100 or more subscribers, we will do that Nevermind the Furthermore the following Friday. But we'll also have guests. We'll probably have some giveaways to celebrate the occasion. And please watch me suffer as I try to find, between now and then, I try to find about 35 feet of industrial tubing to build my pod catheter. Anyway, it's a great day to be alive and a great day to please subscribe to this channel. Please give us a thumbs up. If you're on Facebook, give us a like, a love, whatever. Please give us a reaction. We would love it. It helps us. And hey there, Pops, from Donna, Carly, Carlene, Teresa Dunn. Good morning, Brian. It's Hump Day, and I'm all about humping. I really am. And everyone's saying hello to each other. Carl Witzman, good morning to you. And I wonder how chipper Brian will be after his night off. Actually, it was very therapeutic. Yesterday was pretty busy. I had a lot. You know how you have office days where you have to return phone calls. Yesterday was phone call day, and I got to talk to some amazing friends, so it was all good. And some good things are going to come as a result. We're going to have a safer community. We're going to have, because there are predators out there. There really am. There really are. This has been really brought to my attention as of late, and it distresses me greatly, especially to think that some people are using the platforms that you and I share and using it as their own little sexual playground. I don't mind if it's consensual on both sides. I don't care what you do, as long as you don't scare the kids or the livestock, okay? But when it's not consensual, when you start saying, hey, I think you need to see this, and no, I don't, then it becomes an issue. Nobody likes harassment, and we are dedicating ourselves to becoming more of a safe zone. That doesn't mean we can't make naughty every now and then, but it just means we need to know where the lines are drawn and to observe them. And we have we've been going through some people that have been on the show, and we have blocked them so that everybody else can stay safe. And we don't do it without evidence. We don't do it lightly. Because these are people we've known for some time, but we're not putting up with that crap on here. So anyway, I'm feeling pretty good today. I really am. Last night, having a night off of Clever Title Penning was therapeutic. And the thing is, we've got about 3 more shows before that show goes on hiatus. We will have Clever Title Penning specials, and we'll let you know when. But they could wind up being weekend or afternoon shows. I don't know. But the thing is, this will also give us a little more versatility in scheduling. All right. So maybe moving the time would be good. And, you never know. We may actually move into afternoons. We've got mornings pretty well covered. And maybe we'll do afternoon shows now and expand the network. Create more opportunities for growth. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, please, if you have not subscribed to me on YouTube, please look up Brian K. Morris Rising Tide, and I am there. But anyway, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. And in fact, it's funny you use the word chipper. Flash fact. When I was 6, my father called me Chipper because I had a bit of an overbite, and he thought I looked like a chipmunk. That's the kind of positive affirmation my dad gave me. It's no wonder I'm a mess. Anyway, Ace Bonnie, good morning to you. A guy walks into a cafe and orders a coffee to go. The coffee gets up and leaves. How rude, coffee, how rude. Stay there to be drunk like you wonderfully behaved cup you. Anyway. And more to come. And no, Donna Carly says, no, coffee, come back. And Carl Witzman says, you guys are quiet this morning. Brian won't have a backlog of comments. What will he do? Maybe stay caught up? That would be nice. And of course I'm quiet. Ace just chased my coffee away. Damn it, Ace. This is why you can't have nice things. And poor Donna, do you need me to go get you more coffee before we start? That would be so nice of you, Carl. And by the way, I am rereading The Mad Gasser Cheerleader of Calhoun County right now, and loving it. Loving the format too. It's giving me ideas. Anyway, and good morning to you, Sarah. Mwah! Hope you're doing well. Everyone's saying hello to yourself, and Pops is working. Good man. And Teresa Dunn, good morning to you. Mwah! Glad to have you here in Comics Talk with Pops and Zan. CromCon booked in about 10 hours, not missing a beat, doing what I do and loving it. See, that's what success is, dude. Doing what you love, and whether it's getting an attaboy or forwarding your larger mission, such as what the Rising Tide does, or actually making some money at it. Ooh, what a thought! I know Cookie is swooning in the next room, aren't you, honey? Oh yes, she is swooning. Anyway, she likes that idea because part of mine is bringing her backside home. By the way, I said in the teaser that we would have an elbow update. I have one. She has 2 of them. You have 2 of them. And one's working really well. The other one's working a lot better. Yes. And Cookie saw the doctor yesterday, and first of all, he had this long floppy scarf that was really disorientating. But no, he took a look at her arm, and she said that she's going to move from physical therapy to weight strengthening, basically. And says that in about 4 weeks, she should be ready to go back to cage match fighting. So we're looking forward to that because we could really use the money. She was bringing in the top dollar for killing those people. But we don't talk about Fight Club ever. But anyway, but no, she's doing remarkably well. She has, I would say, pretty much as close to full mobility as you'll ever get. like 99% mobility. It's not a bad thing. I'd say by normal standards, she's 100%. But who cares what they think north of Peoria or north of Bloomington, Illinois, right? Okay, there we go. There we go. She's working on a project, and I'm interrupting her. But anyway, no, she's making a remarkable recovery. So yay, and thank you to everyone for your thoughts and prayers and well wishes. Glad to have them. And everyone is saying hello to each other and saying hello and hi. And to misquote Caesar, says Carl Witzman, I came, I saw, I said, whatever. Yeah, there we go. That and Sarah, who's taking note of these things, only 2 likes so far. She finds it unacceptable. So if you're watching us on YouTube, please push my buttons and get me a thumbs up, please. And hail Caesar, I love salad. I really do. And I will like as soon as the show starts, Sarah. I don't want to give YouTube any excuse to take my like off later. Oh, there we go. And sees who asked Carlene? Okay, I'm good. Anyway, yes, Donna, it was faster than expected considering, says Pop Science. Well, dude, CromCon, which happens at the last weekend of the month, is pretty much a standard event now, Pops. If you take a hiatus, I don't know what the hell's going to happen. Don't look at me. You okay there? Uh-oh. Oh, Cookie dropped a gear with glue on it. This should prove interesting. But anyway, no, I'm not surprised. You know, everybody knows how valuable a platform CromCon can be. What, Pops? And also, it's a fun time. Now, unfortunately, this month, I will be gone. I'm at a convention. I'll be at NonCon the last weekend of the month. I'll be there with Amy Hale and Molly Daniels, John B. Pica, Carl and Donna should be there, I believe. It's going to be a really good time. It's in Southwest Ohio, about a half hour or so north of Cincinnati. And we'll have more details on that as the weeks unfold. But it'll be great. And Teresa Dunn says there was a fight up the street from me last night. Cops everywhere. One of the suspects ran off, and cops looking for him with flashlights. A few days ago, there was a fire in the same block. Well, you know, there's a old saw about how the criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. Maybe they thought they got away with it once, they'll get away with it again. I hope they caught that person. I definitely hope that you and Albert and Keith stayed safe. And Pops, you just keep doing your show and don't let others get you down. Exactly. That's the way it works. And Sarah says it does that. Well, then I'll like it again once the show starts. Whoa, Teresa, says Sarah. We all got to stay safe, folks. And wow, Teresa, I thought that you lived out miles from civilization. Well, it turns out it's not as civilized as they pretend. And she asked, how was everyone's Labor Day? That's a good question. Mine was pretty good. Got some stuff done, which is all, you know, I celebrate Labor Day by laboring. But mine was pretty good. Cookie and I got to spend the day together, which is always nice. And we hope that everyone had a great one too. How was yours, people? Let's engage. Let's hear about yours. And yes, don't let anyone bring you down, says Sarah. We're all walking our own paths. Nothing. That's very, very true, Sarah. But nothing says we can't, while our paths are close or mingling, that we can't help each other a little further along each other's, right? And Grant Lankard, like, how could I get the two of them confused? Anyway, Grant Lankard, hey, everybody, can't stay long because me and the missus are going out to breakfast. My Labor Day was boring, Teresa. Angie had to work. Well, heck. Well, at least you got something done, Grant, and that's a good thing. And Michaela Jade, hey there, friends. Hey there, darling. Mwah, good to see you, Michaela Jade. Hope you checked out Tidbits and Scribbles Monday night. That was a really, really good show, as always. And also be sure to subscribe to her channel because she wants to spank me. Namely, she wants to get more subscribers than I do. She wants to pass me up. But anyway, please subscribe to her channel, and then please subscribe to mine. I haven't checked my numbers this morning. Let's take a moment to refresh the screen, shall we? Well, yes, we shall. Anyway, while that's doing it, we are up to 616 subscribers, and I thank each and every one of you that have subscribed. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Like I said, if we can get 1,100 subscribers by the end of Halloween night, October 31st, we shall do a 12-hour show. Honey, is that a thing of beauty I see? And a hat?
Yes.
Shall I model it?
You shall model it. Just be careful.
Okay, folks, I have been teasing this for months, and Cookie has finally, nice, engineered this. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a steampunk fez. How's that? I don't care if it's got a brim on it. We can always take the brim off if need be. But anyway, this is it. This is what my honey has wrought. And I think I'll wear it for a few minutes, see how comfortable it is.
Sure.
Yeah. A little tight, but I think it's because my ego is swollen. Don't try to deny it, honey. Yeah, I know. But folks, comments are welcome on this, and let's give you a tour of it. All right, there's that, and some stuff on the sides there for a little decoration there, and of course the tassel, and on the back there, some beautiful stuff. Oh, she did good on this. Yeah, I see what she did, and then some gears, and there'll be some more as time wends its way. Nice, honey. Nice engineering on this. Well done. And so now I have an elegant chapeau for formal occasions. This is what I'll wear to award ceremonies. Should I ever get nominated for one?
You're already in an award-winning book.
I'm in an award-winning book, Pulp Reality #1. It is an awesome book. You actually need to own it. But Michaela, mwah, love you, hon. Hope you're having a great day so far. And Comics Talk with Pop Times in, I will, Carl. It was just another speed bump. That's it. Everything's a speed bump, man. It is it is an impediment, not a blockade. And Eric S. Hawkins, who is the artist and writer of Zombieful World of Oz and co-host of Comic Book Spectrum. Good morning, all. Eric, glad to see you. Glad that in our chat last night you highlighted those two amazing books, and I hope you'll be talking about them Thursday night on Comic Book Spectrum at 7 p.m., 6 p.m. Central Time. # always promote. And is the lovely Michaela back to work? And the Eric, says Carl Witzman. A Historical Fantasy Guild Friday nights on the Rising Tide Network at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central Time. Nicholas Anthony Tucker, he's amazing. Howdy, folks. Now, this feels familiar. Skating into class before the bell to do work for another project due tonight. Wow, glorious. Now, is this the one for the other role-playing game you're working on? I'm just curious, and Sarah's saying hello to people. And I have lived inside the city limits, says Teresa Dunn, but have a wooded area around me. And Joe Dog McKeel says, okay, I am here just on mobile device. Joe Dog, always glad to see you. He's the host of Stupid O'Clock on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Stupid O'Clock runs Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern and 11 p.m. on Saturdays. And don't forget Dan Hollifield's Last Man Standing, 11 p.m. on Thursday nights and 1 a.m. Sunday morning. See, I told you we got 7 days a week here on the network. But anyway, Joe Dog is a fantastic broadcaster, funny guy, and you got to check out Stupid O'Clock and Last Man Standing, the two best conversation shows on the air, certainly on our network, and we love them. And Willow Schuyler, speaking of people we love, mwah, how you doing, darling? Morning, my friends. You have me for a total of 20 minutes before I have to start my shift. We will hurry through the comments then. You're probably already gone, unfortunately. But Willow, we hope you have a fantastic day. We love you. And 616 subscribers now. Good job, BKM. Thank you, Carl Witzman. And I want to thank everyone who has helped me with this. Seriously, this, like they say, success has many parents while failure is an orphan. Well, I have a lot of people to thank, like you and Donna and everyone here, for sharing my posts on my attempts to grow the platform. And we've got a couple other people in the network who are doing spectacularly. Well, Heather Ellen is doing an amazing job on her YouTube channels, and Michaela, like I said, is right behind me. She will probably pass me up soon. Although right now I'm sure she's savoring if it's a race, she's savoring the view of my backside. At least that's what I tell myself. But anyway, Amy Hale has a lot of people on her YouTube channel. That's something. Go back and watch her show, Creative as Hale, on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. She is just so fun. And we're on notice here. Will Schuyler's only got 20 minutes. Better make it good. Okay. Well, we are limited by the abilities of the host, so we'll just see what we can do. And the Peppermint Princess is here. Don't take any guff from customers today. Will host is Carl Witzman and Grant Lankard. Hey, I'm sending out free samples of my next comic, which is a horror anthology with stories by me and the Man in the Fez, among others, today to everyone on my mailing list. If you want it, DM him. Yes, definitely. Sign up for his mailing list. Monarch Publishing is doing some super stuff. Or go to my website, monarchpublishing.net, and we'll see if YouTube censors my web address or not. At least not on my end, they don't. I read it and liked and shared, Sarah. Mwah, Donna, I love you. Thank you so much, darling. And Carl Witzman, they tried, Grant, but I did my job and okayed it. Thank you, Carl. You're awesome. I can't apologize enough for accidentally making you. It's like it'll click. And what does this do? Click. Oh, I'll figure it out later. Anyway, Will Schuyler says, I think I'm going to be good, but we'll see where the three dumb fighters go to protest today. Yes, Willow is on a mission to stamp out ignorance north of the Canadian border. Unfortunately, like those of us here south of that, we are fighting what feels like a losing battle some days, because many days, like the force is strong with Willow and myself, but the stupid is strong with those idiots, the COVID idiots. And, they seem to ignore that 99% of the people, this is statistics, folks. And yeah, I know liar figures lie and liars figure, but 99% of the people that are clogging the hospitals right now are unvaccinated. And the thing is, and some of us have talked about this recently in private, but it's getting closer. At first, it seemed like this concept that people far away were getting ill, like when you hear about Ebola in Africa, or where you hear about an AIDS outbreak in some other country, it's like it's happening somewhere else. But now it's getting closer. Please continue positive thoughts and prayers for Luke Stone, who, last I heard, is still on the ventilator. They're trying to make sure he no longer has COVID, and then they're going to wean him off the respirator and hope, please God, let him breathe on his own. And then I lost a friend of mine a couple months ago, David Anthony Kraft, to COVID. And anyone who says this is a myth is an idiot. Anyone who isn't talking to a doctor. In fact, Pops and I were talking yesterday. Haven't heard Steve comment on it. But some idiot in a bar who thinks he knows more than a scientist, when he can't even use the self-serve pumps adequately. And he thinks he's an expert on this thing. No, we listen to the experts. We talk to our doctors. And everyone's path is different. But anyway, good luck, Willow. We are with you. We stand in solidarity to your efforts. We really do. Besides, it's kind of fun watching them writhe. Anyway, Grant Lankard, also the Man in the Fez, sounds like a Clint Eastwood character. Doesn't that, though? Yeah, I can see it. He's a fast gun there. Yeah, what's that on his head? Bang! So anyway, hey, Joe Dog, I miss seeing you sneak in, says Carl Wiseman. And I met Stuart Sager last Saturday at HOH Comic-Con, says Pop and said. He is one of the contacts I made. Drop my name, man. Stuart and I have been friends for years. We met at a show in Evansville, Indiana. This was about 5-6 years ago. And it was one of the worst shows I've ever done. It was well organized. But I was having problems with my starter. And here I am 4 hours away from home. And then a blizzard just materialized like while I was there. And the thing is, in the area, now this is where scheduling is very important. The con had been announced like 6 months beforehand, and I bought a table there. Well, as did a whole lot of other people, because they had like a good guest list, and it was a great venue, and it looked like a great organization. Well, then other people set up their conventions as close to before that as possible to drain the money out of the area. So when we had our show, people who had already bought their tickets were just wandering up and down the aisles for 2 days looking for us to entertain them. Well, I don't want to buy anything. I just want to see what you do, that sort of thing. Oh, I don't want to buy anything. I just want to read your books. I just want to play with the toys on your counter. I mean, Stuart and I, along with artist writer Bob Hall from Valiant Comics, who did a wonderful run of Shadow Man. The three of us, got to talk to each other a lot, and Stuart and I stayed in contact. But like, we would leave our part, in one corner. We'd walk to the far corner of this rather large auditorium, and we weren't worried about anybody stealing anything because there was nobody there. It was honestly, it was the worst show I'd ever done. To this day, it is one of the worst I have ever done. Anyway, enough complaining. Grant Langer says, okay, guys, Angie and I are both starving. We're going to get breakfast. Everyone have a wonderful day. Grant, you and Angie have a great one. Mwah to Angie. Have fun and bon appetit. And yes, we got that comment dump. I was wondering, and here it is. It's a good one. They took a big one here. And let's see. Wow. Oh, Cindy, Bill, I can't wait to talk to you guys. And Willow, I bet that nothing will bring in more customers than a free demonstration outside the coffee shop. Free advert. If a group with signs starts up, call the media. And where is Skunk Rocker? Skunk when he was here last week said he had tested positive for COVID. Maybe he's just sleeping in. You never know. And Facebook user, I know who this one is. Good morning, my fellow Brian and Nevermorians. We have shipped out the first round of the nebulizer books. Last night, in between debating people about why they shouldn't take horse medicine instead of the vaccine, I was prepping our fulfillment packages. See, you were multitasking. You were fighting ignorance and what? Yeah, there's a better way of fighting ignorance that involves a club. Yeah. Applied vigorously about the head and shoulders. Yeah. But yeah, well, good for you for fighting the stupid. I've seen the odds and they're not good for us. But anyway, that is super about the nebulizer. I'm so looking forward to it, and I love the little nebulizer doll I got from Damian Waldron the other day, and it was beautiful. And we missed. And in all honesty, I got to say to Clyde Hall and to Brian Rodman, you were missed the other day. We had chicanery. It would have been more wonderful if you'd been there to share it with us, but we will make up for it later, I promise. And Ted Davies Artistry, good morning, all. Heading to the airport. We'll touch base when we land. Have a great day. Ted, have a super safe trip and enjoy yourself, and may the fortune shine upon you. And Philip Thompson, how do you use your lives? How do you do your live streams, and what webcam do you use? For this, Philip, I use the webcam that's in my laptop. As for how I do it, I use StreamYard.com, which is a wonderful platform. They have various levels. They have a free level plus 2 pay levels. And the more you pay, of course, every month, you get more for it. I can stream up to, and I know I'll get this wrong, Joe Dog. I can have up to 10 people on screen. I can, I don't think I've ever seen 10 people on a screen, though. That would be madness. And not just pops either, but also you can go up to YouTube, and I think like 6 or 7 other channels, including Twitch and soon Twitter. So you can do one broadcast and have it show up in a whole lot of different places. So definitely check that out. And it's really easy to use. There's lots of tutorials on the website, lots of tutorials on YouTube. And it's improving all the time. It is a glorious thing, and that's what I would check out, Philip, if you want to do that. And safe travels, Ted and Christine agreed. And Cindy Gab, here she comes to save the day. Good to see you, Cindy, and early too. Hope all is well, darling. And from the desk of the Small Press Publisher, morning all, morning Brian. Thanks for the comments about the show. And Joe D. McPhee, I am just starting that. I haven't had time to watch it this morning, and I've got errands to run after the show, but later on this afternoon, I will continue watching it, and I will give you my comments as we go. And if you want some Saturday when I am free, it will, I don't know what you've got planned for this Saturday. If you want to follow up on it, you and I can come on and I can talk about it from the book aspect of it. What if you're wondering what we're talking about? Last Saturday from the desk of a Small Press Publisher, every 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, on Saturdays on that network, a part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network, there has been an announcement, and we could talk about this tomorrow on Comic Book Spectrum. And this wouldn't be or we could talk about when you come on in 2 weeks, because I keep my word. We're going to have you on episode 30, and this one is 29. So anyway, Comixology, which was a fast rising platform, not only for the major publishers to sell electronic versions of their comic books to the public, they also have a publishing service for independent authors. So Eric Hawkins is on Comixology. Jody McPhee is on Comixology. And the thing is, Amazon, who bought Comixology several years ago, has announced that they are merging Comixology with Kindle Direct Publishing. And for the consumer, this is a great deal. I agree with your initial assessment at the show. It's a super deal for the consumer, because I'm theorizing. This is totally a theory, that you might be able to use your Amazon Prime or your Kindle Unlimited to read comic books, and I think that's fantastic. However, for the creator, not so much. Their customer service has gone way downhill, and it's neither here nor there about the history of that side of it. But Kindle has not convinced a lot of us that they are doing a good job. And in fact, I am going to be leaving booking, putting my initial books on Amazon. I will do it through another service that will get it listed on Amazon. So yeah, I'm not going to pull my old books, but any future books from Rising Tide Publications will go through Ingram Spark, and thus it will be on Amazon. A whole bunch of other good things will ensue. Anyway, Willow Scholar says a protest at a Starbucks would mean we stop selling our flagship coffee, Pike's Place. Oh no, we can't have that. We can't have that. We must sell stuff. And Facebook user, actually Brian Rodman Incognito, how's that witness protection thing working out? Oh, sorry. Anyway, folks, we are less than a month away from the launch of Memoirs of an Angel issue 8. It's about a ragtag group of infinite and finite beings who race through time and space to rescue a bitter witch hunter from the clutches of the Dark Kingdom. It's like Lord of the Rings meets The Exorcist, but better. Head over to that bit.ly address and be notified upon the launch on October 1st. You can click a little flag there, and when that campaign launches, you will get an email that says, now you can support this thing. Now, I think the nebulizer launched and funded within 11 hours, I want to say. Let's see if we can beat that for Memoirs of an Angel. And Brian, if you want to do it in the morning, and I happen to know a morning show that would just absolutely love to have you on as a co-host. Anyway, your Uncle Bill Sarton, happy Wednesday morning from a weary Billy, not so freshly arrived back home from Chicago last night. We drove back through several rounds of heavy thunderstorms, but made it back safely. Good. That's a blessing. I've just counted and shared. What's one of your recent blessings, Nevermorians? Wow. A lot of them. Finishing an editing job, getting a freelance editing job with a publisher. There's another opportunity I can't talk about. And I like to think it's, you rise in the ranks and suddenly you go from, okay, I can't wait to tell you about this project and here it is. And you go from that to, I've got this great project coming up and I can't tell you a thing about it. I'm sworn to secrecy. So yeah. Anyway, Michaela Jade, I have a friend who needs support. She has found some of her friends were in fact not her friends. I have brought her to the dark side and hope you will all embrace her. If she wants some unwanted love and plenty of it, we are the place. That sucks, Michaela. I mean, I've got quite a few of those, and I've been very public about most of them. That I've had to leave some friends behind. Like if you saw our 4-hour extravaganza on Indie Volt a few months ago, that was just one. And in the last 2 weeks, I've had to, since then, it's about the time of that broadcast, I had to, give the kiss off to another one. And in the last 2 weeks, I've killed off a couple more alleged friendships. Found somebody who was using my platforms to send out unsolicited pictures of their junk to some of the females on here, and we aren't having it. So, and enough of said about that. But no, bring your friend on here, Michaela. Have them introduce themselves, and let's give them the love. All right. Hope your friend is doing well. Really. And safer, I would love to hold a sword symposium for the Rising Tide authors. Oh, cyber safety. Nicholas Anthony Tockard, it could graduate to that very easily. Especially the one that you know about being part of the network. Yeah, I wouldn't mind using him for a sheath. Anyway, Cindy Cap, chased by the law for killing himself. Check out that book on Smash Words by me. Thank you, Cindy. CKOEPB.com. Check her out because she has the best newsletter in the industry. It's free. You can sign up for it. And in about math don't fail me now, 17 days, you could read the next episode of it. And plus, check out Bear Publications for her book Animal Eye. It's a great game-lit read, and also her comic book based on the novel Animal Eye #1. Not a bad review to be found for that book because it is that great, and so is Cindy Cap. And hashtag bring cookie home. Thank you so much, Bill Sarn. Oh, Will Schuyler, let us know when you arrive at your destination, Ted. Bon voyage. Yes, definitely. Keep us posted. And RJ Gray writes, Naughty Romance. Oh, I think I've met her already. I may have already met her because I think I got let me check here. I think I got an email from her. Let me check. Let's see. And Glenn and Joe, I will get to your message soon. And let's see. Where was it? Let's see. Was that it? Yeah. Oh, this is somebody else. This is somebody else that writes erotic romance. I don't know why they think I'd be interested. Anyway, Carl Wisman, you had me at Naughty Romance, Michaela. Oh, yes. And keeping up with the creepy, funny stuff. That's me, Santa Sign. Check it out on Amazon now. Thank you, Cindy. And the birds, speaking of Cindy, the bird's the word when you subscribe to Cindy Cap's nice and nifty newsletter at CKOEPP.com. It's really something to tweet about. It's very uplifting, very positive. And if you feel bad when you start reading it, I guarantee you will not feel bad when you are done. It is great. Anthony Bouveau, hi, Brian, and everyone. How are you guys doing? We are doing great. Hope you are doing the same, my friend. Hope all is well. And we also wish a great good morning to our friend Glenn B. Fleming. Can you please do the shows to fit my timeline, England? Your best shows are at my 2 a.m. and I want to come on. Dude, we talked about this. I'll let you. We can do the morning show because this guy, I'm going to show you something. Glenn B. Fleming has a project coming to Indiegogo soon, and this is how much I love you, Glenn. We're going to give you the spotlight dance. Oh, isn't that sweet? Anyway, please check this out. A new thing coming out from Glenn B. Fleming. It is good to be the king.
When they mined an area, they put down yellow tape right across that line, see? And if you walked on the wrong side of that yellow tape, you blew up.
Strange Tales 136. I remember it very clearly, and that was my first exposure to Kirby. And I wanted to show it to people.
And there you go. Check that out. Jack the King Kirby. You named the character. Probably Kirby's done some work on it. He was an amazing creator, and Glenn B. Fleming got to spend a couple of days with the great man and his family. But yeah, speaking of the thing, can I please move my shows to fit in my timeline, England? Well, here we are, Glenn. You are invited to come onto this show and engage in falderall. Don't know how many books will sell, but what the hell. Anyway, I'd love to have you on in the morning. We will talk about it, Glenn. Maybe you could launch your Indiegogo from here. Who knows? And good morning, Anthony from Willow Schuyler. And Cindy kept learning how to safely practice protecting those you love. Thanks to Nicholas Anthony Tuckert and the Simple Sword. Check him out on Amazon. Also, check out his Friday night show on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network, the Historical Fencing Guild. Check him out on YouTube, and please sign up for his YouTube page. He's amazing. Brian, if you get ideas from the Mad Gasser, that could be very bad. Ladies, lock your windows. That could happen. You never know. I don't have a cheerleader outfit that will fit me, though. Cookie, get busy. Anyway, CityCap, you can do magic. That's bad. I won't get the copyright claim from that one, that's for sure. But check out johnpica.com. Check out John B. Pica on Amazon. And also check out his brand new book, Nightreich, available on Amazon because it's awesome. And do we know how Luke Stone is? Not heard anything for a while. Glenn, we had an update earlier, and I don't know if you caught it, but last I heard, and if anyone has any insight, we would love to hear it and spread the word. Luke, for those of you who don't know, the author and writer, or the author and illustrator of Hybrids, the Sons of Gods, and a dear friend of us in this network, he contracted COVID, and he fought it, but eventually had to be checked into the hospital and is currently on a ventilator and being sedated, because being on a ventilator ain't a trip, people. It's not fun. And many people are sedated when they go on the ventilator. But anyway, last I heard, they're waiting for the disease to kind of work its way through. And then once they do, they're going to wean him off the respirator. And but they're waiting for the COVID to run its course. That is the last I have heard about it. If I know there's some people that have a little insight more than I do, and if you have it, please let me know, and I'll be glad to pass on any good word. And Legendary Travel in the TARDIS, check it out every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. And Anthony Boville says hello to Willow, and Sarah, my pull box should be filled very soon. No, that's not code, people. And first trade paperback of Mechanica and a Jessica Jones arc. Excellent. Sarah is finding happiness in comic books, and hooray for that. Glad to see that. Yeah, and there's you check out Previews magazine. It's like about $3, but it's your catalog for what's coming out, and you'll find all kinds of cool things. Anthony Boville says, I'm very glad to hear about Cookie doing so well, and I hope her murders go really well. Thank you, Anthony. Wait a second, I'm on her list of murder. Wait a minute, what are we talking about? And good to hear, Bud, just chugging my coffee before I face the long line at my drive-thru, says Willow Schuyler. Ready to do retail combat. And you're welcome, Glenn. And dingoes, we've got them. We are going to start having them on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network starting the first week of October. I'm excited that Brian, Clyde, and Jeremy are bringing their incredible show. And I'm seeing my Facebook messages here, and you're launching today. Glenn, put in those links. As soon as you do, put in those links, dude. But check him out, all right? And the Historical Fencing Guild says Michaela is a course for naughty romance. Rah, 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 Rama, rah, 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 what your bad romance is a course for a bad romance. Ooh, there we go. Lady Michaela, I like that. And so proud of Cookie. Thank you, Sarah. I'm proud of her, too. She, like a lot of things in life, she did what she wanted, and she went for it. And I'm proud of her, too. I tell the world. And it's the legend of Well, we'll talk about that later, Glenn. We're not going to mention that on the air today, okay, or ever again if we can help it. Anthony Beveau sending positive and healing energies to you. Anthony, thank you, brother. I appreciate you so much. And Nerd Culture, we got it. Or actually, Ryan Permison has it. He's probably knee deep in studying today. Okay, Glenn, thank you. I never know when that's going to come out. I'm seeing my messages on Facebook here. We will get it together, Glenn. We got to talk. I want to coordinate with you on the launch. Anyway, check out Nerd Culture channel on YouTube. Ryan Permison has a great variety of shows there, including, and I quote, every Saturday afternoon at noon Eastern time. So check it out and get yourself entertained. Anthony Beveau, yay for coffee, and I hope your day goes well, Willow. Yay! Every day's a good day with coffee. And the artwork of Bill Sarton says, to quote Ernest T. Worrell, I came, I saw, I got blowed up. There's a name I haven't heard in ages. And Publishers with Small Desk every Saturday night, part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Jody McPhee always has a great program on, and he'll get your Saturday nights going, followed by Stupid O'Clock at 11. Last Man Standing at 1 a.m. on Sunday. Willow Schuyler says, trying to steampunk the carpet cookie needs more gears. Yeah, we could put more gears on the carpet. We could make it a steampunk carpet.
You get to walk around barefoot.
And I get to walk around barefoot. How nice. And anyway, I got it, Nick. We'll talk. And yay for Cookie. Yeah, thank you, Michaela. I'm proud of her. Probably by the next time you see her with any luck, she will be fully, like I said, that's what the doctor said, that she's going to be ready for cage match fighting in about a month. And I don't doubt it. She has made spectacular progress on her elbow. And she's become a prolific editor. And it's funny because Tommy, and you know who I'm talking about, Michaela, said, well, he's very happy with the fact she's cranking out book after book. Well, I'm so slow. And he says, well, I'm going to send you something. Do you mind editing Brian? And she wrote back, I do anyway. Bring it. So anyway, Anthony Beveau, everyone go see Candyman. It's so beautiful. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Go see it. This is not related, folks. For those of you who don't know, this is not related to the old Sammy Davis Jr. song. This is, I do want to see it because I remember the original. Now the other day, I will say something. I actually went to the movies on Labor Day. That was part of my celebration. We saw Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings, I believe it is. Get your backs out there and put them in a chair in the theater and watch that movie. That is one of the best movies I have seen in ages. And it is, you know how you leave a movie feeling fired up and you want the sequel immediately? The last time I was in a theater and saw a movie like that was probably Iron Man with Robert Downey Jr. It just hit all the notes so right. Is it close to the original Master of Kung Fu? No. Basic similarities in origin. But, well, for one thing, the original dealt with Fu Manchu. Here's some trivia for you. Back in the day, about 40 years ago, when Shang-Chi was introduced in special Marvel feature number 15 by Steve Englehart and Jim Starlin and Al Milgrom. I know this stuff. Tom Orzechowski lettered it too. And anyway, it was about, Shang-Chi was raised to be a weapon. He was the son of the Sax Romer's Fu Manchu. Marvel had the license at the time. They were licensing a lot of fantasy and pulp characters like Doc Savage, Thongor, just a whole slew of these things. Anyway, the idea was that he was to go and assassinate Fu's greatest enemy, Dr. Nayland Smith from the novels. Well, when he found Nayland Smith, he's an old man. He is differently abled, shall we say, by then, and practically would welcome it. And Shang-Chi just couldn't bring himself to do it, and then Dad got mad and son left. Now, aside from that, but otherwise, it was a spectacular movie, and I'll watch anything with Michelle Yeoh in it. I have been a major fan of her since her Hong Kong film days. At one time, she and Jackie Chan were the only two actors in Hong Kong films who had never used a stunt double. And I remember there was one movie they did together where she did this spectacular motorcycle race where she went off of a cliff and landed on a moving train that just, you hold your breath every time you watch that thing. But yeah, go see Candyman, but definitely go see Shang-Chi. It is a great movie, and our theater had previews for the new James Bond film, which we are definitely going to see in the theater, as well as the Eternals with Angelina Jolie, and several other really, and Cinderella looked pretty good too. I'm kind of, although that's a streaming thing, but I'm looking forward to seeing that eventually. And Comic Talk pops in his hand. I got memories. Okay, there we go. I got a flash from my Facebook thing. Here's your memories from 20 years ago. I have barely memories of yesterday. Anyway, Comics Talk pops in his hand. CromCon 18 will be Halloween weekend. Everyone has to appear in a costume. Okay, Cindy Captain Neurosis.
Yes, they frown on you being naked.
They don't know. I've only done one broadcast completely naked, and it was an audio podcast. Yeah, not this one. Nobody. I'm not going to be like these lunks that don't wear shirt sleeves and stuff. Nobody needs to see my naked hairy chest except you. Right? Yeah, she's not. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But anyway, Neurosis for sale, so Cindy Kep. It's by the great Amy Hale. Please check out that work. It is such a good book. And we'll be at NonCon the first day. Then we will see from there. Depends on sales, etc. Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to having you there. And the thing is, I think most of us were staying at the Holiday Inn Express, which is like a 5-ish mile trip. They have a Lee's Chicken there. They have a Tim Hortons, so we'll be, if nothing else, we're coming back with about 7 or 8 cans of coffee in the back seat. And there was this really nice Mexican restaurant we went to that was across from the Holiday Inn Express there. So that's our itinerary, Carl. We just go to these places to eat. We're probably going to go, I think we're going to go the night before, Friday night. I got to check our itinerary. Although it's not that bad a drive for us, but we're just finding it easier to go the night before, maybe set up the night before, and then check out, just walk in, pull the covers off, and start business. But last year I was very proud of them because they were taking temperatures, and we were asked to wear masks and stuff. It was kind of funny though. I got checked out and they had the little gun. Pink, you're okay, Brian. And John Hale walked in, Mr. Amy Hale, and he goes, "Is this where they're taking the temperatures?" I said, "Yeah, but man, that thermometer is cold." And the problem is the guy believes me too much. Anyway, you think you know by now. Anthony Bavo saying hi to Sarah. And Warriors. There's 3 of them. It's a Warriors trilogy. Great set of books from Michaela J. Check them out on Amazon. They're awesome. And Rick Bradley, good morning. Good to see you. Last night around 7 p.m. Central, I got into panic thinking I missed a clever title pinning. Then remembered, oh, right, Brian thinks he's people and deserves a night off from entertaining me. The nerve. Hope you got some rest in. Actually, no. But I was doing other stuff. I've got a story I've been working on for quite a long time now, and I'm finally to the final editing phase. We'll just call it MM. And no, it's not Mr. Miracle, but I'm very happy with the story. I don't always have this feeling like this is a story I'd like to read. It's like I get that later when it's finally in print, but it's like I'm working on this now going, man, I can't wait for this to get out. This is great. I'm happy with me. So yes, I did. And also I got to talk to a good friend last night online about business that will eventually make things happen for this network. So it was a productive night, and I was glad not to take the night off, and I appreciate everyone's understanding on that. Thank you so much. And good morning, Nevermore. It's Rick Bradley. Good morning. I hope you and the fam are doing well. And poetry. It's moving. It's poetry in motion. Anyway, check out check out Teresa Dunn's Poetry Expressions Volumes 1s and 2s on Amazon's Everything is Plural today. And the Historical Fencing Guild every Friday night on YouTube. Please subscribe to his channel, too. He is awesome. And Labor Day to is good indeed. Oh, I hope it was good to you, Anthony. I really do. And CromCon is coming soon, the last week of the month, to do a computer near you. Like, I've got one right here. Anyway, and 4 likes, 14 views. Ask the Historical Fencing Guild. Let's get busy on those likes, people, if you would, please. And please don't forget our challenge. If I can get 1,100 subscribers by the end of Halloween night this year, I will do a 12-hour Never Mind the Furthermore. And we will have fun. We'll have fun. And Luke has hybrids. He does. Luke Stone. Check out Luke Stone Studios today. And love to you all. The encouragement means more than you know, and I do mean all. Seriously, Pops, you do a great service to the community. You are a wonderful guardian and a wonderful nurturer as well. So don't ever doubt what you do, man. If you do, come talk to me, man. I'll give you all the love you need. All right, because you do great stuff, man. I'm proud to have you. And there he is, the Skunk Rocker. Good morning, Evermorian. While something is yanking my tail, and I'll get to that in a moment, I'm much happier with the fact I finally got my old route back. Yes, excellent. Good to hear. That's fantastic, Skunk. I'm so happy for you. I hope you're feeling better, too. And Hot Hat Club, yes. Yes, and this is, Cookie, this is wonderfully comfortable. How long have I had this on? About a half hour or so? Most of the time, I can't wear this thing for more than 10 minutes. And it's perfectly fine. And it fits.
Yes.
And it's sexy.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Boom, chicka, wow, wow. See you all in about 30 seconds. Anyway, no, don't say it. Don't you dare say it. Whatever it is, don't say it. And Festive, Cindy Kep likes the hat, and the Steampunk Fez is amazing. Thank you. And wonderful, Skunk says Historical Fencing Guild. Agreed. Oh, nice, Brian, says Anthony Bavo. Very nice. Rock that hat, Brian, and wonderful job to Cookie.
Thank you.
Thank you, she says. And Ice will take down that swelling, but the hat looks great. We need to put air conditioning in this hat, apparently. And woman after my own heart says Willow Schuyler. I love it.
Excellent. Thank you.
And a Steampunk Fez says from the desk of a small press publisher. It sounds like it's a hit, darling.
Yep, sounds like it.
All right, cool. Thank you, Cookie. Anyway, the only thing yanking the Skunk Rocker's tail is the fact that I paid my rent today. My roommate is a bum, and he'll get everything coming to him. Hashtag annoyed skunk. Uh-oh, somebody's going to get sprayed. Anyway, yeah, nothing wrong, nothing worse than a bad roommate, or at least not much I can think of without going into like legal issues here. Yeah, I lived with a couple that they were like, oh, let's all move in together. We're all friends. And I'm like, okay, fine. This sounds like an interesting situation. And it's a chance to move in. Yeah. Oh, by the way, he sent a friend request. But anyway, Cookie knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, I moved in, and the minute I got my bags in and, handed in my first check, he goes, oh, by the way, we're $700 behind in all our bills. This was 30 years ago when $700 behind in the bills meant something gets turned off. And I said, if anything gets turned off while I'm here, because my bills are all paid up, I'm going to toss you out the window. But the thing was, I stayed there about 9-10 months, and I finally left. Well, I was leaving because I was getting married, and we were going to get our own place. And he was like, well, why don't you move in here? Move both of you in here. I'm like, I can't subject her to you. That's why. And he's like, well, you said you'd find a replacement. I said, I can't. I've asked people if they want to room with you, and everyone knows you too well, and they're not as rose-colored glasses as I am. And so y'all just screw yourself now here. Anyway, Facebook user says, I think you found your new fez, my friend. That looks absolutely fantastic. Isn't this beautiful? I'm so happy with Cookie. This is... we may have to change our branding, honey. And more than powerful stories, Bear Publications. Check out Animal Eye from Bear Publications by Cindy Kep, CKOEPP.com for more information. And way to go, Cookie, says our Facebook user. She's happy. Thank you for your praise. And rocking the fez, Sarah. Good thing she didn't need to use a pool noodle. Did you hear the hysterical laughter? And I'm not saying historical, but hysterical laughter in there. She's still got. You want to see PTSD talking about pool noodles? Sarah and I were talking about that last night, and Cookie and I were costuming from a production of The Little Mermaid that went from 40 people, which was doable, to 80, which wasn't. And part of my duty was constructing a sea anemone, and I had to construct it out of pool noodles. It was, we were pretty much scraping the budget after a while, plus time. And the people loved it. The people wearing them love those suits. But I think I still have scars from hot glue guns. Anyway, Scott Cracker says, but yeah, other than that, I'm in a super good mood today. Oh, nice Fester. Thank you, Skunk. I appreciate that. And Zombies in Oz, check out what Eric Hawkins has on Comixology, which we'll probably be talking about soon, as well as Comixology. And yes, Indiegogo. I was trying to come up with the platform. Indiegogo, it's still for a limited time only in demand there, so you can still catch up on all 3 issues. And hi, Skunk, says Carl Whitson. I was just asking about you. Is that freeloader still stealing space from you? And Facebook user, everything's a speed bump, especially children. Ouch, that went dark. And so Skunk, boot his no good lazy ass. I'm with Willow on this one. If he's not paying his half, you living alone and with him, it makes no difference. If he's not picking up his half of the agreement, then he needs to find his bags on the curb tomorrow. And you can't take the sky. Remelian knows. She's a wonderful lady. Check out her page at remelian.com because she's amazing. She really is. And from this small press publisher, good to hear, Skunk Rocker. Sorry that you had to go through that frustration. And Cindy Camp says, Memoirs of an Angel's Nebulizer. Go to brianrodman.com for more amazing information on that. And also the Nebulizer, a great comic, which is on its way to me. I am so excited. Thank you, Brian. And from Nestle Small Press Publisher, I know it. I speak autocorrect. And Ace Bonnie, sorry I disappeared. I grabbed a net to get the coffee that ran away to get the coffee I put soldiers in their cups. I like the hat. Thank you. And nothing's part of waking up like soldiers in your cup. You can ask several South American countries about that, where they grow the coffee. And Gates are storming presses. Go to stormgatepress.com, which, by the way, I will be representing this coming Sunday at the Windy City Pulp and Paper Con. It's actually a 3-day show, but I can only make it for Sunday, and I will be at a panel at 1 p.m. there Central Time, and I will be hanging out with all the cool kids for once, and I'll look at them and they'll be looking at me and smiling, going, "Who the hell are you?" Anyway, no, I'll be up there with Cookie, and we're going to have a good time. I'll have a report for it next Monday. It'll be fun. And Facebook user says, folks, if you want to see how to debate your friends, check out mine and Eric's conversation about ivermectin. It ended in hilarity. Yeah. Our 2 of our leading rocket surgeons got together and had a discussion about it. I think Eric probably was at a loss because he's still rocking those 2 great comic books he got on last Saturday at BirdCon. Thank you, Scott Hall. We love you. And if you want to learn more about what we're talking about, check us out tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern for Comic Book Spectrum with the Fab Four, as we have been called. And please check it out. It's a lot of fun. We talk about comic books and other related issues. You need to check us out. And welcome back, Ace from Carl Wisman, Earth 616. As Comics Talk Podcast saying, that was the former Prime Marvel Earth. I know that stuff. And breaking news, tune into Stupid O'Clock with host Joe McKeel tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, which matters, where I'll be revealing a collaboration I'll be doing with a certain classic TV show celebrity. Do I have your attention yet? Now you know why I say that watching Stupid O'Clock is fun and you'll learn something before it's done. It is great stuff. It is the best conversation show on the air. And I'm proud to have them as part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. And Hyper Sandy, books for reviews of books. Check it out on YouTube. Oh, I've heard of them. I've got to get on that. And Michaela is more than likely to have her bow and arrow aimed at your backside. You might want to let her pass you, Brian. Carl, I don't have much choice. She is closing the gap every day, and she keeps going, "I'm getting you, Brian. I'm going to get you. I'm going to pass you up." And I keep reminding her then I get the good view. And secondly, she knows who's going to cheer for her the loudest. So I'd love it if she passed me up. If I get 1,100, I want her to get 12. You know what I'm saying? And Cindy Kemp says Royal Cruise Art is working. He's working on Animal Line #2, even as we chatter. So check out his other art. He's great. And all right, friends, be good. Sarah, keep all those people in line. Have a good day, folks. Willow Scholar, mwah. Our Peppermint Princess, we love you. Have a great day. And don't forget Willow's Pillow Talk on the Hanging with Web Show Network. And from the back of the Cereal Box Network, check her and Michaela, or excuse me, and not Michaela, but Keisha Acuff on Cryptid Crunch. It's a great, great show. They are wonderful. So great broadcasting from our own darling Willow Schuyler. And Rick Bradley, thanks to the signal in this stupid office, I hear you for 10 seconds and screen freezes for a few minutes. So I don't know if you got my other comments. I can't wait to get rid of this 9 to 5. We're bringing Cookie home. Nothing says we can't bring you home too, Rick. You know that. And Facebook user, don't forget the Dastardly Dingoes podcast joins the Rising Tide Network on October 6th at 7 p.m. Our guests for the month of October are the Eric Hawkins, Clyde Hall, and the Comic Book Spectrum crossover. You don't want to miss this. I'm keeping my month open for that crossover. That's going to be great. And there are 3 kinds of lies. Lies, darn lies, and statistics, says Cindy Cap. That's true. That's true. And the people that use them. And Carl Weston, oops, I forgot the long hook to bring Brian off stage if he got on a Vax rant. Yeah. That's why we got to. I can't wait for teams. I need you and Joe to shut me up. I'm sorry, but I'm passionate about that. I really am. This is our chance to save the world, people. And Historical Fencing Guild, about that project. Yep, this is for the notes for the Dice Dames and Dudes show built around a nice, tidy module I'm writing, but evolved. Great fun viewer interaction, jerkified meets. That last one gives me pause. Anyway, Historical Fencing Guild, that show is 8:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. And terribly sorry for the loss of your friend, Brian. My deepest condolences. Thank you. It was David Anthony Kraft, a former writer and editor at Marvel and DC, and he had become quite a good friend. And we had kind of a history together. But he was always very encouraging to me and other people, and a great source of wisdom and fun. And just to, and I hadn't heard anything from him for a while. And then to find out he had been in the hospital for a month with pneumonia from the COVID, both he and his wife. Now, she seems to have made a recovery, but Dave just got tired of fighting. So I understand it. But it's a great loss for all of us. But thank you very much, Anthony. I sincerely thank you for that. And Victoria Adams for help with being a caretaker and a practical applications of job. Check her out on Amazon. Victoria is wonderful. I adore her. I haven't talked to her in ages. I need to talk to her sometime. And Eric Hawkins, Carl, you should have the hook always ready. Yeah, you never know when I'm going off about those a-holes that don't get vaccinated. Anyway, Comics on Class fans, and it's amazing. Now I am meeting people in person that I never thought I would ever meet. Yeah, he went to a comic show the other day and was greeted like the visiting royalty Pops truly is, and well deserves to be treated like that. But anyway, hopefully, Pops, I can get in. I'm really wanting to get up north sometime. And one of these days, it is like the Thanos. It is inevitable. We shall meet, sir, in person. Eventually, a version of the game Dusk Falls over Ravencleft Gorge will be available through Amazon. Looking forward to it, Historical Fencing Guild. That sounds good. And Trolls Are Heroes too, according to SL Rowland. Check SL out on Amazon. And the only trolls we don't like are the ones that show up on this show and make nasty comments. We're trying to spare you, folks. And let's see. Here we go. Another comment dump. Oh, we're going back. Here we go. And Cindy Cap, don't forget to tip your host. Thank you, Cindy. If you want to, give a one-time donation that goes straight to this show. Doesn't go in my pocket. It goes to the show. You can go to, let me see, right here at paypal.me/Rising Tide BKM. You can give a one-time donation, and it will be gratefully and privately acknowledged. Some people just don't like being like, hey, thank you for the money, people. Here's my money, people. I do it privately so as not to embarrass you. But if you want me to embarrass you, I can. And I can prove that dropping Brian's name is magical. See, everyone, Sarah got some good out of dropping my name at a comic book shop. And hashtag bring Cookie home. Thank you, Cindy. And we got to get a hashtag for bring Cindy home, too. And Skunk Cracker, oh, no, I finally found out what was going on. I confronted confronted him because I was pissed. I'm not going to divulge that information here because it's kind of personal and private and everything, but let's just say he's an idiot. I think we can say that safely, sir. He promised this is the last time, and I told him if it happens again, he's gone. And in February, I'm getting a new roommate. Good for you. Good for you. You deserve a good roommate. You really do. And also, if you need video work, contact the Skunk Rocker. He does spectacular work. He really does. And he's got a sexy voice if you want voiceovers. As Art 76 for Vintage Cartoonists, says Cindy Kep, the artwork of Bill Sarton is the place to be, except when you're watching me. Then you can ignore him for a while. Understandable Skunk, says Carl Witzman. Just hate to see someone take advantage of your good nature. That is the problem with being a good person. People look for the holes in your armor and try to take advantage of good people. And I hate that that happens. Back in the Cereal Box, Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern. Please check out all of the stuff on the back of the Cereal Box Network. They've got some, John and Kelly and all those wonderful people have some really super broadcasting stuff there. You'll love them. And happy World Literacy Day, everyone. Excellent. I didn't know that was happening today. We have got to celebrate. Buy books. I'm on Amazon. And Cindy Cap Debut Comic and Toy Show, the return of QuadCon 5 Flags Event Center, October 3rd. I'm almost finished with a 5-inch dragon. It will come with me for you to adopt. Give that thing a loving home. All right. I'm sure the dragon has had all its shots and is ready for a loving, caring home. And Facebook user says, just to clarify, Eric is not the stupid conversation I have. I absolutely respect his opinion and thoughtfulness. I do too, but don't tell him that because he'll think, he'll find a way to do me in. Anyway, everyone probably knows, but wanted to put it out anyway. Well, we're glad you did, Anthony. I forgot. I've only had one cup of coffee. That's my problem. Scott Cracker says he's never seen 10 people on screen at once. Something tells me Brian missed that episode of Stupid O'Clock. I think I did. I seem to remember you guys were seeing if you could. And, Scott, I don't know if you watched the Sunday night thing from, it wasn't a hint, honey. Oh, I was, it wasn't a hint. I saw you getting up. I know you don't care what I need, so. Love you. Anyway, no, I didn't miss that episode of Stupid Clock. But yeah, anyway, I was talking about the StreamYard show on Sunday nights. Joe Dog and I usually see each other there. I had to miss last week's, unfortunately, but I watched it on the rerun. But some people are on there saying, well, we need more than 10 people. It's like, what are you, the Mutant Brady Bunch or what? And some of the requests I think are just absolutely ridiculous on there. And I admire the creators of StreamYard's restraint and not telling them no. Meanwhile, I'm still waiting for teams. Okay. Scott Cracker says, I find it hilarious that you're celebrating World Literacy Day and you misspelled a word. That's okay. That's okay. That's the effect of, probably too many people like myself relying on autocorrect. And Cindy Cap continues, Halloween comic and toy show, QuadCon Des Moines. I'll have books, dragons, creepy stuff. No, I won't be there. And other fun. So anyway.
Literacy means that he can read it. Therefore, he should be finding mistakes.
That's why you should hire an editor like you, right? Reasonable rates.
Yes.
I edit too. Yes. I'm a professional now. Anyway, thank you, honey. Oh, I appreciate it. Oh, third degree burns on the tongue. Never tasted so good. Anyway, check out Cindy Kep's great stuff at Des Moines, at QuadCon. And Facebook user, why does Facebook drop my identity every time I try to comment on StreamYard? Brian, I know it's you. I can tell by your syntax. I know it's you. And hey there, friends and foes. It doesn't mean, Brian, I love you any less. I love you even more now. Anyway, Johnny Pika, hey there, friends and foes. And BK, I'm loving the steampunk. Thank you, sir. Cookie made this for me. This is the steampunk fez. See? And it's got ventilation for my fevered brow. And I have been wearing this now for almost an hour, and it's very, very comfortable. So we're doing good, honey. Woohoo! Yes. And I took the week off for PennCon, and then it got time warped again. I decided to keep the week off as a writing and crafting time. Well, good for you, Cindy. Oh, that's right. This would have happened this week. Dang. PennCon is one of the larger book shows in the Midwest, and they have had to cancel 2 years going because of course, the Maestro and Miley Cyrus. And it's a great show. It's a great networking opportunity, and I learned so much. And I come back fired up and ready to hit the typewriter all over again, but harder. Plus, I've met some amazing people there, and this year, Michaela and I were going to share a table, and this would have been their final year had things gone as planned. But the next time they have it now sounds like it may be 2022. And I'm always looking forward to it. I love Amy and Rick Miles. They're great people. And it's a great show. Like I said, it's so inspirational. I learn so much when I'm there. You never stop learning in this business. That's the wonderful thing about it. There's always something new. But anyway, Michaela and I will share the table. Actually, by the time we get there, Michaela, we may have to find a whole table each to ourselves, but we'll see if we can't get next to each other. That'd be great. But yeah, it's 2 more years. That's kind of it's a shame, but I'm hoping another show pops up to take its place. But then again, we have Imaginarium, and that's always good. Patreon is a great place to connect with your favorite artistic folks, especially CKOAPP.com. Do a search for that on Patreon. Please support her. She is doing works in progress and an occasional blog and stuff, and just all kinds of groovy things. So please check her out. And Molly Daniels, I made it to Lafayette. Mwah, Molly, hope you're doing well, my darling. Good to see you here, and hope to see you in person again. We'll see each other at NonCon. That will be good. Back in the Stereo Box tonight, Kelly Gutner and Crayley Vanis do a debut, a brand new show on the back of the Stereo Box Network. Cosplay Cafe streaming live tonight, 8 p.m. on YouTube. I will have to check that out, John. That sounds amazing. And since we don't have since we don't have the Truth Mongers tonight, y'all go watch that show. And Kelly and Crayley are good friends of mine, so please check that show out. Thank you, John, and go to johnpica.com for all that amazing man does. And I did read something really cool recently, says the Skunk Rocker, I've never really thought about it before. If you think about it analytically, guys like Jeff Bezos aren't as rich as they claim to be, or that others claim. Well, that was something that was said about our former president, that a lot of his wealth is on paper, and a lot of it actually is leveraged from other money sources. So as far as his own personal money, that he actually would have less than people knew. And if that might hurt his business, as opposed to somebody like Warren Buffett, who, if you or I had his money, we'd throw ours away. So that is one of the many reasons why the former president people theorize why he never released his tax forms. So anyway, I did, and thank you, Scout Crocker, says Anthony Beveau. Cindy Cap says, I now have ebook versions of my Lumen anime books. Any resources you can recommend to explain how I get them launched and ready for the world's consumption? Cindy, we can talk about it in private, but basically, if you have ebook versions, what you do is you treat it like you would a release of your regular books. Get them online. Make sure Amazon ties it to your physical books, plus whatever other platforms you have for sales. Get it out there and then promote like you've got 2 weeks to live. And Cindy, someone's going to help you. All right. So any questions, or we can even have you on some morning. Like I said, Clever Title Pending is going on temporary hiatus. I promise that show will not die. But we will be opening up this show occasionally for occasional guests. So, but we're going to be real picky about it is the thing. So, and I will say preference will be given to my friends. All right. People that already support the show. So anyway, Skunk Rocker says those numbers and statistics about their wealth come from properties that they own, like Amazon, and what Amazon is worth. Yeah. So it's entirely possible somebody like Bezos is struggling to pay the bills too. Well, of course, then again, he could always sell, he could sell his stock options. A lot of these guys and gals have, like portfolios of stock. And if they're absolutely hard up for money, that's how they do it. Or they get somebody to give him a loan which is kind of like eventually becomes like robbing Peter to pay Paul. I remember Marvel Comics back in the 90s was owned by a guy who basically leveraged Revlon Cosmetics to for the money to buy Marvel, and then he bought Ron Perlman, not to be confused with the actor Ron Perlman, but Ron Perlman had he bought Revlon, then he used the money for that, and basically he would leverage a company till it was worth no more than penny stock, basically. And then he went to Marvel. He bought a movie. He bought New Line Movies, I think it was. He wanted to form what Marvel Comics is today. And then he bought Toy Biz Toys, so he would have toys and media property and the comics to generate the IPs. Well, he leveraged it badly was the problem. And basically, New Line went under. Toy Biz, I think it went under too eventually. And Marvel Comics had to go into bankruptcy. So they crossed the year 2000 owing a lot of money. They were a publicly traded company by then. In fact, the latest issue of, I think it's either Retrofan or back issue, I think it's Retrofan, has an article on the stock reports for Marvel Comics stock that were done in comic book form. And I got in on one of them. I own Marvel stock, and then they dissolved the company, then redid the stock offering. And I didn't go in for the other one because I lost like $200 on that deal. Anyway, probably not, but it's fun to think about, and it makes me feel better. See, Skunk, you're doing better than you thought. We all are. But anyway, please check on your friends and family, says the Historical Fencing Guild. The strain of the 2020 plus Delta has been hard, and some strong folks have broken. Think of the happiest, funniest people, then check on them. I'm okay, folks. And what? Says that back in the cereal box. What? You got to do more than that, John. I don't read minds, but I can pretend to. Shame on you. Anyway, Molly Dan's blessing. The border opened and my sister arrived in the States from Canada and spent the last week with her mom. Oh, that's super. That is so great to hear. Eric Hawkins, well, we send pictures of other people's junk instead of our own. Is that acceptable? Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. And Cindy Cap says, sign up for Rising Tide's newsletter. It is the bomb, diggity. After you sign up for Cindy Cap's newsletter at ckoepp.com, go to the newly redesigned risingtide.pub and check out the beautiful job that Damian Waldron did on that site after I've mauled it into uselessness. He has made it wonderful, beautiful, and vibrant. And there is also a tab there where you can sign up for the Rising Tide newsletter. It comes out the first of every month and is absolutely free. I would sure love it if folks would check out my latest novella release, Nightright. Just go to johnpica.com and click the cover. John, I urge them to. And good morning, everyone, from Amy Hale. Mwah, love you, Amy. Hope you and John are doing well today. It was so good to have the chance to hang with you on Saturday at BirdCon. It was so cool. And looking forward to non-con for the same reason. And the Historical Fencing Guild says, I'm pretty stout these days, but found out someone I lost could have been prevented. That's the thing. I am reading report after report of people being checked into overcrowded hospitals and and having to get ventilated. And they're saying, okay, I changed my mind. I'd like the vaccine now. By the time you're in the hospital and they're putting the thing in your nose, the tubes in your nose, it's too late. You got to ride it out. And yeah, that's why I worry too, Nick. I really do. And I'm seeing people that I thought were more intelligent. Get the hook. Okay, I know. And Brian Rodman, I love you, man. Last night I read one of the best short comics I've ever read. It's a suspenseful and honestly terrifying story called Suicide Forest. I'll be reviewing it tomorrow night on Comic Book Spectrum. Be there or we will find you. Anyway, I don't know what I'm reviewing yet. I'm going to the comic shop today. There's a lot of good stuff out there. So good. Anyway, and Comic Book Spectrum will help you find it. So please tune in tomorrow night. And Nick, I am sorry. Wow. That's eek. I'm not reading out on the air. I saw it on the notifications and dude, my damn, I owe you an extra hug, man. That is wow. Regrouping here. Cindy Cap says today you can get a sneak peek at Animal Eye issue 2 on her Patreon page. All the more reason to sign up. Even $1, one single dollar every month means so much to us creative types. And most of my supporters are at $1 a month, and I love them all dearly. $5 a month gets you peeks at my works in progress, which, by the way, because I've had the editing jobs and I'm going to probably later today start doing some Patreon things, we're going to publish a chapter of The Terrors every day for a week once we start. And if you want that, that's $5 a month. Please check it out. And for the people at $1, we're going to start printing the first chapters of the book. And as we move along, you're going to get a chance to participate. My Patreon people are going to get to name some of the characters in the book. All right. And Cindy Cap says Project Update newsletter is coming out on 9/10. Sign up at ckoepp.com. Hey, that's 2 days from now. Talk about a call to action, the CTA, and I'm not talking Chicago Transit Authority. Get to CKOEPP right now and sign up for her amazing newsletter. And I get chills every time I see that video. I know, right? And Ryan Permisson, good to see you. We were wondering where you were. And it's shared. Thank you, sir. And good morning. How are you? I'm doing well. That's good to hear. We are doing spectacular here. And join Ryan Permisson Saturday at 12 p.m. noon for And I Quote. And we discuss writing urban fantasy and more with author Aaron Casey. We will also be taking your questions in the chat, so don't miss it. And that's that link there. Erin's a darling friend of mine. I love her to death, and she is in charge of the Imagine Other Worlds with Authors convention in Iowa. This year, again, due to safety concerns, it's a virtual show again, but she's hoping next year it can be live once more. And I'm promising you that if all the stars are in alignment, I will be appearing in Iowa. Molly Daniel says, my windshield is being fixed again. Got a chip driving the Superman. We'll see you at NonCon 2 in 2 weeks. Cool. Yeah, I've had a chip in my window for several years. Haven't gotten it. I got it fixed once, but now it's expanding, so I better get on that. And Sarah, if I missed responses to my comments, I'm mainly just listening and commenting here and there. We love you, Sarah. That's perfectly okay. And Sarah, Ryan Permisson says, subscribe to the Nerd Culture channel on YouTube for great nerdy content, including trivia, interviews, and more, much more. And also check out the latest episode of the podcast, Talking Movies, on Anchor FM. They're up to episode 114. Will they make it to 115? Only if you help. Check them out. Cindy Cap says Animal Eye and Ursulon 2 Into the Open are both discounted on the Amazon thing. Help Jeff Bezos stay poor because he doesn't own a copy of those. And the poor man, feel sorry for him. Buy Jeff Bezos a copy of Animal Eye and Ursulon 2. Anyway, check it out. Cindy Cap's an amazing writer. I really dig her stuff. And what's with the new hat, Brian? It's my steampunk fez, dude. Dig it. Huh? Damn cool, huh? Actually, it is cool. We had to drill holes in it. But anyway, this is something I started work on, and Cookie finished it this morning. We're going to put some more gears on it, though. But it is a thing of beauty, and, it's now the steampunk fez, people. And Nicholas Anthony Tockard says Luke is still sedated, intubated, and still in ICU, monitoring his blood gas and potassium. Well, prayers to Luke and his family for a swift recovery. And Delta variant mixed with pneumonia, Luke. Yeah, that's been a bad cocktail that some people have wound up imbibing. And we fear for our friend. We fear for everyone who is going into the hospital right now. And please pray for Luke and his family every day, brother, every day. And happy National Read a Book Week. Just posted a review of In the Wind by Bobby Nash, BobbyNash.com. That is good stuff. I'm a big fan of Bobby Nash's work. I really am. And hashtag bring Cookie home. Thank you, Ryan. That is our goal every day. And some of my books are naughty without the romance. That's enough out of you, Sarah, you little minx. And but they are a form of comics. They are manga. They are Interesting manga. Anyway, Ryan Purvis and Cindy Kep, she's got a ton of great options for you to read. Go to CKOEPB.com. Definitely. And yay for recovering from injuries. Yeah, Cookie's been rocking it. She really has. And we'll do Historical Fencing Guild. Thank you from the Decibel Small Press Publisher. Saturday nights from the Decibel Small Press Publisher. Saturday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, and every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central for the Historical Fencing Guild. Both, we are proud to say, sincerely, are on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Sarah says, I have a wide variety of genres I'm finding out about my likes and dislikes through novels and comics. Yeah, see? You got to dive into the pool. I found I like romance. I'm digging romance. I love pulp. I'm currently rereading Carl Witzman's book because I realized I got to give a review on it because that's what cool people do. They leave reviews on Amazon. And in case you missed it, check out the latest episode of And I Quote with writer and cosplayer Clyde Hall, award-winning writer and broadcaster on Comic Book Spectrum. Clyde Hall, he's cool. And Eric Hawkins, it's pretty funny. Disney developed Shang-Chi for the Chinese market, wanting that Chinese money, then China bans it for showing. Yes, silly mouse, silly mouse. Yeah, that's that is ironically funny. But I did read a couple days ago that the rest of the world that is currently enjoying that amazing movie, that the initial receipts on that have been so strong that that Sony has moved up its Venom movie by 2 weeks. In fact, one of the trailers we saw was for the new Venom Carnage movie, and it looks good. Woody Harrelson as Cletus Cassidy is inspired casting. It is great. Donna Carly, no, we have a rule. No Mexican when on the road. Okay, I understand that. Well, maybe we can find someplace else we can all go, okay? And hi, Anthony. And from Sarah and Michaela J says, Labor Day, I was gifted 7 days to master class, so I am learning. OMG, I wish I could afford a full sub to master class. Yeah, there's a lot on the master class channel that I just want to watch. Like, I want, of course, I want to see like Neil Gaiman and I keep forgetting his name, but he was the guy that created the West Wing and did a really good unsold pilot of Wonder Woman too. About 10 years ago with Carrie Elwes. But yeah, there's some, but I want to see like the Neil deGrasse Tyson on critical thinking. I also want to see Ron Howard on movie directing, as well as Samuel L. Jackson on acting. I just want to see their process. That's the thing. And happy Friday, says Doris Jones, Labors of Love. Okay, sure, Doris. Happy Wednesday to you from my side of the time warp. Anyway, Doris, hope you're doing well. Love you, hon. And say it, Cookie. Say it, says Sarah. Don't you be encouraging her, okay? And the artwork of Bill Sargent is Brian and his funky new chapeau in the honky chateau. That's right. Me and Elton John. And Carl Witzman, if I'm timing this right, don't dive feed Cookie. Well done, sir. Well done. And Molly Daniels, windshield is all fixed. Hope to see you sometime between now and Friday. That would be fine. And at Friday, 5 to 10 p.m., I'll be at Autumn on Main in Vincennes. Oh, cool. That sounds like fun. Is that like a bookstore or something? Or what? Anyway, we haven't lived in Vincennes for ages. But we are talking about going to the Red Skeleton Museum, and you are going to get a call. And hey, gang, got to make the donuts, a.k.a. hold some celebrity country star hand. Anyway, John B. Pica, glad to have you here, brother. Check out johnpica.com for all this amazing stuff, and check out the Back of the Cereal Box Network on YouTube for great entertainment. Thank you, John, for being here. Appreciate you. And everyone saying hello to Dory. We love you, Dory. You do great work. Check out our artwork on our YouTube channel. Please sign up for that. Artwork of Bill Sargent. I don't know why everyone is so afraid of the Candyman. I said his name 5 times in the mirror, and Gene Wilder appeared with chocolate and the golden ticket. That's true. But be careful about that golden ticket. You saw what happened to some of those kids. And Michaela Jade, well, after you sub to me, I mean my channel. Oh, you don't do subs. Anyway, come see me in Peoria, October 2nd at Expo Gardens. I will give a talk on marketing for creatives. That's beautiful. I think it's part of QuadCon, right? Anyway, that will be so much fun. Sarah says, I'll have to ask again later the title of the comic book magazine of what's out or coming out. As it is now, there's already a ton of comic books I already want. Well, this is the way you can budget it, Okay. But go into your comic shop and ask for previews. Just ask them for their monthly catalog and they should be able to get one for you. And Michaela, please post info on Facebook about that talk. Yes, please. So that I can help promote. Carl help will too. Everyone have a great day. You too, Carl. Thank you for being here, brother. And Pops Van Zant mocks me with my comment about royalty. Hashtag bring the tide home. I love that, Rick. I love that to death. Thank you, brother. And Wild ROTF, some typos are hilarious. Oh, yeah. And Frozen Creek Studios did book trailers and a promo vid for Cindy Kep. So please check her out. We'll be running her video at the end of the show. And Matt Ostrom designed all 4 of my Lumen anime covers. Check out his cool art at mattostrom.com. And Dak was not only a talented person, but a good-hearted friend of mine who often said very kind things about my illustrations. He will be missed. He definitely will. And he was an encouragement to my own writing. He really was. And happy World Literacy Day. When your body grows bigger, your mind must flower. It's great to learn because knowledge is power. Love it. Love it. And Rick Bradley at BirdCon, I got a hug from Cookie. Best part of the day right there. She even initiated it. Ooh. That darling of mine. She's not a hugger like I am. So Rick, consider yourself blessed, sir. And I got 2 very well-known comic books digitally for free last night just by talking to the writer-editor. Says Sarah was not expecting that. Blows my mind. What a major honor. And Sarah, we need to get you you need to make sure your library card is up to date. We might be able to get you on Hoopla, which will get you more comics to read. And Rick Bradley, PenCon is just waiting for me. Yes, it is, brother. It really is. We got to get a Rising Tide group again in there. And is this common in the independent comics world? Yeah, it is. It's pretty common. I get a lot of free comics from people from people who want to like be on my shows, or people just want my opinion on them. So anyway, and from Decimal Small Press Publisher says 36 minutes until time to feed Cookie. I'm working on it. And I never counted them up, but former Prez has declared bankruptcy several times. Yeah, see? Again, working with other people's money. And the artwork of Bill Sarn says, join the Far Out and Groovy Kids by clicking on Sarn Art 76 for better days from yesteryear. My funky, fantastic sketches are always available for purchase safe and securely through PayPal. So make sure to hit the follow button on the artwork of Bill Sarn on Facebook, where everything old is new again. Thank you, sir. And Skullcracker, but has the dragon been litter trained? An unbroken dragon is a pain. They're very stubborn, like cats that breathe fire. You mean cats don't normally do that? Holy crap. I've been listening wrong. Here's a question for all the mind readers out there, asked Cindy Kep. Really? I'll answer that in private, Cindy. I think I'd be better. Anyway, even though I've been fully vaccinated, I still wear a mask because of the Delta variant. I wear a mask outside more often than not. I feel like I'm about to rob a stagecoach, but I do. Scott Crocker, oh my God, a hornet just tried to fly in my van. Very paranoid now, having a heart attack. Please don't have a heart attack, Skunk, okay? Oh, man. And Michaela says, Carl, I will do. I was waiting for permission from the promoter. I got it last night. Well, darling, please let me share. Help, utilize me. Use me, darling. Use me. And Comics Talk with Pops and says, I went through that whole stack of business cards this morning during your show and messaged or emailed all of them. The madness grows, and we love seeing that, Pops. And Anthony Beveau sending positive and healing energies to those who are suffering or in poor health. Thank you, my man. Thank you, my friend. You are awesome. And healing prayers for a quick recovery from Luke Stone. Definitely. Thank you, Bill Stern. We're all concerned for the guy. And we hope they recover soon and well. Definitely, Anthony. Thank you for the good wishes there. You are wonderful. And snow everywhere. Go to Amazon.com and check out Bobby Nash. I still think his next book could be Snow Kidding about smuggling goats. If you don't write that, Cindy, I will. Seriously, that is a great title. I love that. That's funny. Or maybe a hit on a stand-up comic. That would be funny. If you don't write that title, Cindy, I'm stealing it. I swear. I will ask you for permission, but I'll steal that thing. That is too good. Bobby and I have discussed some of the really bad titles he's gotten as a result of the pun thing. That's why mine was Snow, my book, which I will put up on here, with Snow Ambition. You've heard about people with no ambition. Well, this was about someone with ambition, and it involved Abraham Snow. Please check it out. It's only 99 cents on Amazon right now. And Sarah says, can't wait for Ben to need that time to get away for a bit and spending time with spectacular friends. So needed. What do you think your spectacular friends are thinking? They need the time with you and looking forward to it. We are going to have a good time, except for about 2 hours beforehand. Anyway, but we'll have food. Anyway, please come see us at the Benton Community Center September 18th, right? I believe it is, for SI Comic Con. I will be there. Amy Hale will be there. Jackie Nelson. Haven't seen her in ages. Love her to death. And a whole bunch of other really cool creative people. Kathy and Matthew Jackson will be there. A whole bunch of the Rising Tide will be showing up. Please show up too. The first one was amazing. It had 3 times the number of people expected, and we hope this one will be every bit as crowded. So please come see us, okay? And they have an event page on Facebook too. So please look up the SI Comic Con. I will be posting more about it too. And got a boogie, dudes and dudettes, says the artwork of Bill Sarn. I've got much to do today. Everyone do good deeds and have a nice day. Vaya con Dios, amigos. Happy trails till we meet again. Bill, you take care of yourself. And the answer is yes, Sydney, says Pops Van Zandt. Take care, Carl. Have a great one. And Sarah loves Carl, and as we all do. And here we go. Brian Rodman says from Facebook, well, it's about that time, folks. Thank you for a great environment to be in this morning, my friend. I needed this today, brother. We're always here if you need us. We'll be here eventually. Anyway, I can't wait for Comic Book Spectrum tomorrow. We're going to have a great time. Bring Cookie home. Feed Cookie or die. Ooh. Or laugh like the shadow. I can't get too close to my mic because my new light is there. I've got a brand new light. Papa's got a brand new bag. I've got a brand new light. Do we have a new light? Let's see. Oh, that's the other button. Anyway. See? Told you, new light. We got one of those ring lights at Ollie's, and it's really nice. Anyway, we'll put that control back there. Hope we don't trip over anything. And here we go. We'll get a little closer. Oh, that sounded a little wild at the end. But anyway, please check out brianrodman.com because he's amazing. And check out Comic Book Spectrum tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, because it's pretty amazing too. And Michaela JC on the flip side, catch me on Morning Motivations on her YouTube channel, and be sure to subscribe to that because she wants 1,000 subscribers. I would like 1,100 because I still want to be ahead of Michaela. Anyway, I love you, Michaela. Mwah. We'll talk later. Skunk Rocker, well, it's almost noon, so I guess I should say it. Don't die, feed Cookie. And I'm sure the luster of being on this route will fade away before Friday, and something will yank my tail once more. Well, Friday I will be broadcasting, so feel free to indulge us. By the way, Cookie is through her initial physical therapy, so Friday I will be on at the regular time and hopefully not missing it. And anyway, just be prepared for that. I'm barely prepared for you, Skunk, but that's what makes the show so much fun. And you, brother, have a great day. Hope to talk to you soon. And snow everywhere. A snow about cloning gone wrong. Oh, Rick, I'll give you information on how to talk to, maybe you can talk to Bobby Nash about getting a series Bible. And love you all. Have a wonderful day. Skunk, love you too, brother. Can't wait for HoloCon. Looking forward to seeing your furry self down there. And yep, the 18th. Yeah, see, Sarah and I, that was without any reference. I'm doing good. And we all love Carl. Well, some of us more than others, Donna. And not in that wholesome way either. Comics Talk Pops and saying super productive week. The Hall of Heroes Con shows for the week done. CromCon 17 booked and all my new contexts covered. Good for you, Pops Van Zandt. Way to rock it, dude. And later, all Donna, Carly, mwah, have a great day. We will talk to you soon. Love you, Cindy Kep. Have a great day, sweetheart. Mwah, CKOEPP.com. Great newsletter, great books, great everything. And becoming a sponsor of CB4K.com. That's Comic Books for Kids. And Pops is a brand new sponsor for that great charity. Please check it out. And got my eyes open, Pops. And Sarah, did I hear a serial killer whoopee cushion get sat on? Could be. But anyway, we've caught up with your comments, and thank you all for your involvement. Thank you, Cookie, for the coffee. And we will have we will start easing out of the show here. so we can ease on down the road. And first thing we got to talk about is, of course, our ongoing gratitude for these wonderful people like Jeffrey Hayes and Plasma Fire Graphics, who sponsored this episode. Thank you, Jeffrey. As always, your support means the world to us. Also, don't forget, folks, um, advertising opportunities abound on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Contact your favorite shows for information, this show included. We could use some more sponsors. But anyway, we couldn't ask for a better one than Jeffrey Hayes and Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. When you want the cover of your book to look as good as the words inside, you need to go to Jeffrey Hayes and Plasma Fire Graphics. They're easy to work with. Their rates are indie creator cheap. And not cheap as in bad work, but cheap as in glorious work. You saw what they did, right, in that commercial? That's all from published works. So please check out what they have on their Facebook page and also on plasmafiregraphics.com. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it matters to your readers. So please take them in mind. Also, speaking of people we admire, check out the Rising Tide friends that support our mission on Patreon. Patreon is a monthly subscription service where you can directly support your favorite creators. Oops, you saw the secret there. Anyway, please check them out, and also check out what we're offering. We're gonna have a flurry of posts this upcoming week to make up for our absence. And if you want to see what I'm offering in return for your monthly stipend, then check out what I'm offering at www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. We appreciate your being on there. Also, we appreciate the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Thank you guys for supporting me yesterday for taking hiatus. I thought I'd get some grief over that, and I ignore Rick Bradley anyway, so that's okay. But anyway, we've got all kinds of great changes coming up in October. A brand new show, the Dastardly Dingoes, are moving to the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. And I will be starting a brand new morning show 7 days a week. What kind of show will it be? Holy cats, just tune in and see. You'll get to see some BK minutes. And anyway, please check us out on Facebook. We have a page for the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Please subscribe, because that's where all the information and a number of our shows will be. So anyway, I'm going to close out with the Steampunk Fez because I'm liking it. Anyway, thank you for liking the Fez. We appreciate you. And we do appreciate each and every one. Oh, maybe I should just wear this all the time.
How dare you!
Okay, I'll go back to the Fez, okay?
How dare you!
There's no pleasing you, girl. Anyway, we'll wear, we have different chapeaus now. It's great. So anyway, please check out the other shows on the Rising Tide Network. Like I said, tonight, Ted Davies is doing some traveling, and so the Truthmongers will not be on tomorrow night, but tomorrow, Thursday, Ted Davies, again, because of travel, will not be doing his TED Talks toys. But tomorrow night at 7 p.m. will be Comic Book Spectrum with myself, Clyde Hall, Brian Rodman, and Eric S. Hawkins, followed by at 9 p.m. all times Eastern, because that's how we think. And now that we've moved from Illinois, we will have Stupid O'Clock with Joe Dog McKeel, the Skunk Rocker, Dan, John, Heather, Bill, and a whole bunch of other great, fun, nerdy people. Followed by Dan Hollifield's The Last Man Standing. Who will be the last man standing? Find out. More great nerdy conversation. Then we'll be back Friday morning at 10 a.m. with another Nevermind the Furthermore. And that's all I can think of, except to tell you, we hope you have a great day. We really do. Today is World Literacy Day. Buy a book and read it and leave a review on Amazon. That's how you help your authors. And we will see you tomorrow night on Comic Book Spectrum, and again on Friday morning on a new live edition of Nevermind the Furthermore. So as always, folks, stay smart. It's tough. I was pointing up here, but no, it should be down here. Stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome. Have a great hump day, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow night on Comic Book Spectrum, and again Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central. Never mind the furthermore. Have a super middle of your week.
Thank you for watching Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide Broadcast Network production. If you enjoyed any part of this show, please give it a like or a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and consider becoming one of our Patreon supporters. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on Nevermind the Furthermore.
Author Cindy Kepp is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kepp at CKOEPP.com today.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
The campaign to end World War II would begin with D-Day. But the fight that would shape the destiny of all mankind would be fought elsewhere. In space. Allied with beings from another world, the crew of the cargo plane Flying Rebel battled the horrifying evils of Project Ares and a madman hell-bent on becoming the Emperor of Earth. Stormgate Press presents the Doomsday Blitzkrieg. Get your copy today.
Secrets, trust, worth. The bond between souls intertwined within otherworldly intrigue. Michaela Jade brings forth the Elite Warrior series, a collection of dark fantasy romance novels set in a twisted world where power lusts in the hearts of men and devotion seduces the souls of women. Warrior's Secret, Warrior's Trust, and Warrior's Worth. Available now at authormichaelajade.com.
From author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor forged by a god, a hero forged by courage, and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, is available on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Now, every Sunday morning, longtime independent comics creator and Indie Volt podcaster Randy Zimmerman hosts a discussion on the lighter side of comics, the more whimsical and fun comics out there on the Sunday Funnies. That's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday on Indie Volt, indievolt.com, the Indie Volt YouTube channel, and the usual Indie Volt sites on Facebook. Listen in, won't you? Participate in the chat. Let's have some fun. See you there.